This video will demonstrate how to use Google Docs for a digital turn and talk activity. Many teachers utilize turn and talk activities in their classroom and then ask individual students or groups to share what they were thinking. But if we digitize that turn and talk activity with Google Docs, not only will we be able to get input from every student in the classroom, but you'll see through this activity that you'll also be able to get multiple groups to collaborate with each other, stretch their thinking, and create conversations that you may not have gotten if you only did a vocal turn and talk or just called on students to answer questions. Let's take a look at an image that will show us how this works. In this sample classroom, there are 4 groups of students, so we only need 4 computers or 4 internet-connected devices such as a smartphone to make this activity work. Each group is given a prompt to discuss, and they discuss and share out their prompt with their group. One group member is then assigned to record their group's thoughts into a cell in a Google Doc table. After discussing with their group and sharing out their group's best ideas into the Google Doc table, all other groups are able to then see that input and use the comments feature in Google Docs to respond. Now that you see how this works, let's head on over to Google Docs to set up a sample. In this Google document, I have a table set up for small group collaboration. This is an example that I use with some of my academies of teachers that I work with. And what's unique about collaborating in Google Docs, as many of us know, is that if we just open up a document and tell students to collaborate in it, then students will be all over the place and typing over each other's writing. But if you notice here, what I did is I just created a little table by clicking at the top, Table, Insert Table, and selecting a number of rows and columns. I was able to give each group a designated spot where they will share their feedback. So as those groups have their discussions and the one student per group is in charge of sharing out their best ideas, they have a specific place where they can share those ideas. Now let's take a look at the next step we'll take once groups have had an opportunity to discuss the prompt and share their best ideas with the class in this document. Now that groups have had an opportunity to discuss the prompt and share their ideas in the document, my next set of instructions to the learners in the class will be to look at another group's cell, discuss their ideas, and leave comments to offer suggestions, input, and to ask questions about them. We can ask a comment by highlighting text in the document, and once I highlight the text, you'll notice a little comment bubble appears. We can click that comment bubble to leave our piece of feedback. After leaving comments, we can even take this activity one step further, and the original authors can reply to comments, creating a threaded discussion. You can reply to a comment simply by clicking on the comment and typing in the reply box. This has been a brief demonstration on how to utilize the collaborative power of Google Docs for a digital turn and talk activity. I hope you found this useful and are able to utilize this technique with students in your class.